when your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day, and I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name, when my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow.
Sorry about the wait.
You guys can hang around the pole, you know. You're Danny's older brother. You got all the looks, you know. He looked at me.
That's youngest sister, Sophia. No, Rhonda. Redhead Sophia. That's Sophia.
Sophia, other sister.
Yeah. Eldest.
Call it quits right now.
Kids do not want to come.
Who gives this woman to this man in marriage this afternoon?
Her mother and I do.
Give her a kiss. And you shake your father-in-law's hand. Okay. Sister. The night is just beginning. And this is a fabulous time for the two of you. Now you can forget about all the planning. The planning and the time for planning is gone. And now is the time for celebrating. You two have known one another long enough that you could have just come to the courtroom. We could have done it in the courtroom, but no, they wanted all of you to be here tonight. Especially you to be here tonight and help them start this new life celebrating. You feel like celebrating? Yes, how about you? Well, then why aren't you holding hands? Please be seated, everybody. And if you don't want to sit, you can stand around also. Whatever you like to do is fine. I'd like you to take a moment now, Misty, okay? Take a look. Look at Danny's family, look at your family and friends. As I said, they are here to start off this new life together. You all traveled a long, long distance to do this. And again, it could have all been done in just snap of a finger in the courtroom. But you chose to go all through this, and it is wonderful. So Danny, through all the years, you know, the two of you have known one another. I am going to have you say some beautiful promises right now to Misty, okay? I, Danny, take you, Misty,
I, Danny, take you, Misty,
from today forward,
from today forward,
as my wife,
as my wife,
my partner,
my partner,
and my best friend.
and my best friend.
I promise to take you to my heart,
I promise to take you to my heart,
as you are and as you will be.
as you are and as you will be.
I promise to walk by your side forever,
I promise to walk by your side forever,
to grow together with you,
to grow together with you,
and to be more in love with you than I am today.
and to be more in love with you as I am today.
Does not Danny have a beautiful way with words? He is saying that, you know, he says, I promise to walk through life together, but it's, I promise to continue to walk through life. I promise to continue to grow with one another. Today is much more like a renewal of your love for one another and that going forth. And now, Misty, I'm going to have you repeat after me. I, Misty, take you, Danny,
I, Misty, take you, Danny,
from today forward,
from today forward,
as my husband,
as my husband,
my partner,
my partner,
and my best friend.
and my best friend.
Now you breathe. I promise to continue to take you to my heart,
I promise to continue to take you to my heart,
as you are and as you will be.
as you are and as you will be.
I promise to continue to walk by your side forever,
I promise to continue to walk by your side forever,
to grow together with you,
to grow together with you,
and to be more in love with you than I am today.
and to be more in love with you than I am today.
You know, they only make a loud noise when people are talking, you know. Otherwise, it's perfectly quiet. So, the promise is, again, in renewal, you're going to walk with one another. You're going to do the things you've been doing. You are holding hands here tonight. Because I want you to remember to keep on doing what you have been doing over the last number of years. The little things. It's always the little things that help you go forward. Not always the big events in life, but the little things. And go for walks with one another. Hold hands when you go to the mall or restaurant or on vacation. Try to continue that. Keep on doing those things. Because now, the two words that you've been waiting to say, Danny, for a long time, have you practiced them today?
A little bit.
A little bit. He
Little bit.
practiced them. Great. I think it was
Rev
because of
yourself
your
up.
dad. I think your dad made him practice those. So, Danny, if you look at Misty, do you take Misty to be your wife to love her, honor her, comfort her, keep her in sickness and in health, forsake all others, and keep only Misty for as long as the two of you shall live?
I do.
I'll say it louder for our parents over there.
I do.
I forgot it. Does anybody object? No, we'll skip that part. And Misty, do you take Danny? You take Danny to be your husband, to love him, honor him, comfort him, keep him in sickness and in health, forsake all others, and keep only Danny for as long as the two of you shall live.
I do.
All the activity that you've been doing the last few weeks all come down to those two words. And now everything is going to start changing. I have you holding hands, the symbolism of being affectionate with one another, those two words to help you continue going forward. And now you're going to take Misty's ring and place it on her finger, and that's another symbolism. Thank you.
Yeah, I attach them as mentions.
That could be. Maybe. It's not tied on there no more.
And you place it on her finger, and you're going to tell her, as a symbol of my love,
As a symbol of my love,
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
It is a promise
It is a promise
of the strength and trust I hold in you.
of the strength and trust I hold in you.
Now, we'll take Danny's ring.
I don't know what's handed over to me.
Place it on his finger. We'll say, as a symbol of my love,
As a symbol of my love,
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
It is a promise
It is a promise
of the strength and trust I hold in you.
of the strength and trust I hold in you.
And now I always like to have the photographer take a picture of your ring hands together. I'm going to get you a little bit closer. I know you'll take this picture later tonight. But get a little over there. Now you got to smile. This is a really exciting moment. You just look, exchange rings, look at them, smile. And the reason I like to have that picture, folks, is because the symbolism in our rings, although we don't always realize it, is there to help us. Because you see the rings, that's going to maybe get scratched up over 25 years. You know, you get some etching in there maybe, but they will always be the same. In the meantime, you know, if you have a family, you got little kids that grow up, your little sisters are going to be growing up, but your rings will always be the same. So the rings are going to see a lot of great times in your family. And you're up here now, you know, and floating around, but you're also going to have times, you know, when life is just difficult, whether it's jobs, kids, families, whatever. So during those more difficult times, I just suggest to you to look at your ring or think about your ring or hold your ring and start remembering back. You know, remember how you first met, how you first started dating, text messages or maybe emails at that time. And, you know, they'll help you to keep on going. And I really am preaching to the choir because you have been doing these things these years. And now it's in the form of something metal, something symbolic, okay? So if you'd be able to remember that, it'll just continue to help you. Now I have one reading. You could call it a prayer or you could call it a wish. And that is coming from all your family, your friends, myself included. And that is that the two of you, Danny and Misty, that your hearts and your lives are going to be joined, continue to be joined together in the deepest and the truest sense of the word. That Danny and Misty, that the two of you will enjoy all of the comforts, endure all of the challenges, and perform all the duties of life together, just like what you did here. That the two of you will not demand perfection from one another, but you will be quick to praise one another's strengths. That the two of you will always see one another through a lover's kind and patient eyes. That you will continue to give a part of yourselves to one another, yet you retain your own distinct personalities and identities. And that when the sun is setting, that the two of you may be found standing like you are now, holding hands, and that you would remember the words, grow old along with me. The best is yet to be. And that's so important. Grow old along with me. And that's, again, what you've been doing all this time. So having exchanged the beautiful promises, holding hands, the rings, the symbolism of the rings, then at this time gives me great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. And the cameras are slow, so I'm going to step out of the way of this long first kiss, okay? I know your parents have both been looking forward to this day, and I'm going to let you take that right now. And then I'm going to introduce you. I'm going to have you take your bouquet. And as you face everyone, put your arm out there, smile, both of you. I would like to introduce for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Danny Chorus.
Anything else? I'm kind of sliding a little bit. These things just kind of glide.
I just swear that I'll always be there. I'd give anything and everything, and I will always care. Through weakness and strength, happiness and sorrow, for better, for worse, I will love you with every beat of my heart. From this moment, life has begun. From this moment, you are the one. Right beside you is where I belong. From this moment on, from this moment, I have been blessed. I live only for your happiness and for your love. I'd give my last breath. From this moment on, I give my hand to you with all my heart. I can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, with great pleasure, I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Danny Chorus. All right, now at this time, if we can have the buffet, this is in the adjoining room up to the right.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we are going to have the toast presented to us by Anthony, the best man, the bride and groom, Ron, and Michael.
Okay. Okay, everyone. There comes a time in there comes a time in everyone's life when they must meet their true love, the one who will love them for their whole life, be their most important influence in their lives. And for Danny, that moment came a day or two after he was born and he met me. So I know most of you guys in here. My name's Anthony. I'm Danny's older brother, and I got lucky enough to be his best man. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming, to my parents and the Schultz family for coming. I know it's a long way for everybody, and to be a part of making this day happen. But most of all, thanks for Danny and Misty. I know it wasn't easy for you guys to put this day together. It took a long time, and if it wasn't for your love, we all wouldn't have gotten together to celebrate your union. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to give this speech. Everyone in our family does not like to speak in front of people, me included. I do remember my first speech class in college, and my teacher told me to gaze the crowd and engage everybody in sight to make them part of the speech and feel like they're, involved. Well, for that speech, I just chose to stare directly at my instructor's face the whole entire, very awkwardly. And so I'd like to do that to Misty and just stare at you for the rest of the speech. Okay? I know it's going to be very awkward, but just bear with me. No, I'm just kidding. But Misty, you're getting a real winner. But I don't have to tell you that. But just so you know, he does have some flaws. Danny can be a little, passive aggressive. I remember when we were younger, we used to love playing, I did. He loved playing Monopoly. I hated any board game with Danny, because Danny loved to just, as he'd win, as he always did, he would say, "Oh my gosh, why am I winning? I don't understand what you're doing wrong, that you're doing everything wrong, but I'm still winning so well. I don't understand." And he ruined Monopoly for everything for me. So I came up with a few things to deal with Danny, because I can't do it anymore. It's now your turn. You have, these are just a couple ideas, but you don't have to do them. You can make up your own, go with it. So I always thought maybe you could just eat a few pieces of toast on his side of the bed every night before you go to bed. I think that'd be nice. Maybe post some pictures online of him sitting on the toilet. Everybody likes those. Call him at work just to chat, but refuse to get off the phone. We all like that. And I know Danny likes to play video games, so maybe just right at the most important part of the game, walk really slowly in front of the TV. Just enough, just to make him upset. Or you could, right in the middle of the most important part, just tell him about what you've seen on Pinterest or something like that. Something I know he's very interested in. Maybe you could ask for his drink and drink all of it, but just a little sip every time. Anyway. That's about all. Like I said, you can elaborate with that and just have fun with it and go with it. But seriously, I've been around you guys off and on for quite a few years, but the last 2 years quite a bit, and I've got to know Danny and Misty together, and I know that they belong together. They fit each other just like two puzzle pieces, and when I think to myself, who would be the right person for Danny, I never could picture it. Years ago, I wouldn't know what that girl was. And then Misty fit it exactly. And the more I've gotten to know Misty, I know Danny fits her very well. And they love each other very much. So I would like to end this speech by a quote by someone who I doubt you know, so I'm not going to say his name. But here it is. "Remember tonight, for it's the beginning of always, a promise, a reward for persisting through life so long alone. the belief in each other, and the possibility of love, a decision to ignore or simply rise above the pain of the past, the covenant which at once binds two souls and severs prior ties. The celebration of chance for two will always be stronger than one, and love will always be the guiding force in your lives. For tonight is a mere formality, only an announcement to the world for a feeling long held, a promise made long ago in the sacred space of your hearts. And with that, I would like everybody to raise a glass and wish love, long life, and always being together. Thank you for letting me be here. I love you guys. I don't know if I'm the last one or the only one, but if anybody else wants to make a speech. Or
We're going to have Ron and Michael.
Okay, I was not really ready for this. They didn't tell me this part in the wedding, but I would like to say one thing on behalf of these two people here. These two have done a lot in the last several years. The drive and motivation that these two people got is unbelievable. They put themselves through college pretty much by themselves and debt-free. And that's a huge accomplishment. A lot of kids nowadays build up this debt and then don't pay it back. Not these two. They're responsible, motivated, and I think they're going to go far. I think they're going to be successful and just a great couple. So I welcome Misty to our family, and I give Danny to yours. Thank you.
I guess it's my turn, huh? I'd like to thank everybody for coming here tonight. It's not. I just undo this. Just give me a second. Thanks, everybody, for coming here and having this great day with us. This is a really pretty place. It's been a beautiful day. Gorgeous bride. Handsome groom. And I just kind of, I guess I'm going to steal a phrase from some of my Navajo buddies. And may the two of you walk together in beauty forever. That's all.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to cut the cake. So if you please join us at the cake table, we are going to cut the cake at this time, please.
Real quick, there's no knife, and then you guys can put it next to the cake while it's still good. that.